Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Here I am once again on yet another hot and steamy day in the UK with some of your email questions and comments concerning the English language and my work here on the World Wide Web. So before I pass out through heat exhaustion, let's have our first question for today. How do we use in return in a sentence? This question comes from Ahmad Al-Haribi, who lives in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The words in return form a clause in a sentence, which shows that a favour must be repaid with a favour also. I do something for you, so you must do something in return for me. It can show that a favour must be given later. If I help you today, you must do something later for me in return. So the favour can be given back straight away or at a later time. But it must be given at some point. In return. A very nice email. I have received a very nice email from Igor Brito, who lives in Brazil and teaches extensive English there at the University of Amazon in the northern part of the country. Igor writes to thank me on behalf of his students for my lessons. Well, thank you, Igor, for your very touching words, and a big hello to you and your students in Belém do Pará. Will you ever go back to China? What drives you to create so much work? This question comes from Wei, or Simon to use his English name, who works in China. As many of you may know, I have worked in China teaching ESL, which I did for over 4 years between 2003 and 2007. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to return there for a visit. I have many fond memories of my time in China, and many of my experiences there led me to do the work I'm carrying out today. Even though I'm far from China now, the time I had there still lives in my heart. As for your other question, the driving force behind all my work is of course the students who follow me. I love teaching, and as long as there is a need for my work, I will go on creating it. I now devote most of my time to this project. I also put virtually all of my own money into it too. My goal is to help as many people as possible. I know I'm a small man and a tiny player on the internet, but making a change for even just a few people is reward enough for me. A fruity idiom. Did you know that the word banana can be used as an idiom? The expression go bananas. He or she has gone bananas. The crowd went bananas after the match. It means to become crazy or act in a mad or overactive way. How do I change my accent? Is it possible to do this? This question was sent in by Louisa Yi, who comes from China but is now living in Canada. One of the most sensitive issues surrounding language is accent. The way you speak identifies you and your background. It is a very personal part of your character. The traditional train of thought with teaching is that it is better to teach a second language to young students in a kindergarten rather than adults in a training centre. But even then, the end result could be a child speaking with an accent. It is not what they learn which sets the accent, but where they are learning it. Here is an example of this occurrence. A person lives in England for 25 years and they have a strong English accent. They move to California when they are 26. By the time they are 35, they are speaking with an American accent. Maybe they are using local colloquialisms. Over time, their accent has changed. The amazing thing is that this person is probably unaware that this has happened. This will not always happen, of course, but it does show that if we can change the way we speak without realizing it, then it is possible to do it intentionally. Of course, just like any other change, it will take time. Whether you try it or not is up to you. That feels so good. Before I dash off today, I would like to say a special hello to Doi Pham, who lives in Vietnam and is a big fan of my English lessons. Thank you for your kind words, Doi. A big hello to Tanya Petsana, who lives on the beautiful Portuguese island of Madeira. Yes, Tanya, I did visit Madeira in October 2007 and I had a lovely time there. It really is a great place to escape to and relax. I even sampled some of the delicious Madeira wine while I was there. Finally, a big hello to MC Bibo in Cairo, who is a friend of DJ Bowdy, who I said hello to last week. I gather you both enjoy music and share an interest in DJing. I can let you in on a little secret now. In the past, I have worked as a DJ on the radio. It's true. That is all from me for today. I'm now going outside to enjoy some of this lovely sunshine before the big grey clouds return. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying thank you for asking me. And of course, ta-ta for now.